Hey, I'm looking for Joel. We got to get started here. Have you seen him?
Kind of, but I was looking for Claire. Have you seen her?
No. I don't know. I don't know who she is. I haven't seen her anywhere.
I don't know.
What are we going to do? We got to get started.
Well, I guess we'll just start.
I guess we can do it.
Okay.
You look really familiar.
You do too.
Maybe check off the glasses. No, put them back on. Wait a second.
What?
Is that Joel?
Yeah, it's totally me.
Oh, man, I knew you looked familiar.
Wait, but who are you?
Look. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I can't get this thing off. You know what? I'll just go like this.
Oh, there you go. It's Claire!
It's me!
Whoa! That was crazy.
That's so crazy. You know what? But it worked.
It did.
You know, this month we're talking about being unmasked. We're talking about dropping the act and being truthful with others and with God and having integrity. And so that's what we're talking about this month.
Yeah.
And so we have a special game that we're gonna be playing. Now with COVID, everybody's wearing masks, right? So I don't know if you guys have ever had that weird, really awkward experience where you see someone you haven't seen for a really long time and they're wearing a mask and you're like, I think I know you, but not sure. Maybe you had that when you went back to school. Like there's friends that you kind of think you know that's them, but you're not sure because they're wearing a mask. So anyways, we're gonna play this game called Unmasked. And so we're gonna check out and see if you guys can guess who these people are. And some of them might be volunteers that are serving in children's ministry with you. So hopefully you can figure out who they are. And then we're gonna have our little mystery guest at the end, one of our staff people at LifeChurch. So check this out. It's called Unmasked. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
See if you can guess who it is before they show it to you. I never would have thought that last one was Pastor Brett.
Especially in that helmet that he was wearing.
I know.
That was crazy.
He's our pastor of our student ministry. So when you guys are old enough for middle school and high school, he's going to be your leader. But I don't know if he's going to be always wearing the helmet.
Hopefully not, because you might not be able to recognize him.
I know, right? Well, we're talking about integrity this month. And so this week we're going to talk about Daniel. But before we get there, we do need to be honest about what birthdays are coming.
So this week, we're going to say happy birthday to Wade, Amelia, Brianna, Will, and Abigail.
Happy birthday! Hope you guys have a great birthday this week.
Oh, before we talk about Daniel,
yeah,
we have to do a Bible verse.
Awesome. It's kind of long. Hope you guys are paying attention. It's kind of a long one.
We have a brand new Bible verse this month because it's a new month.
Yep.
You ready?
I don't know. Let's do it.
Our Bible verse is from Proverbs chapter 10, and it says, "Anyone who lives without blame walks safely, but anyone who takes a crooked path will get caught." Proverbs 10:9.
All right, and so our first lesson this month is from Daniel 1, the first chapter in the book of Daniel.
Daniel decided to go in front of one of the leaders and say, "Hey, will you test us and test your men and see who comes out better?" And God blessed that act. And because of that, everything kind of changed for him.
That's amazing. So he stayed true to who he was. He didn't try to fake it. Let's check out this Bible story, and you guys be thinking about that this week.
See ya.
Hey guys.
Hey Kellen.
Hey Kellen.
I am very excited for our story today. So let's jump right in.
Take it away.
Okay. Over 2,000 years ago, around 600 BC, there was a kingdom called Babylon with a king named Nebuchadnezzar. King Nebuchadnezzar was not exactly a good guy. In fact, he was pretty evil. King Nebuchadnezzar, you know what? That's a really long name. So I'm just going to call him King Nebi. King Nebi and his army surrounded and attacked the city of Jerusalem. And he stole from the temple of God. Then King Nebi gave the order to take some of the Israelites hostage so they could be his personal servants. He wanted only the smartest, strongest, and healthiest to be brought to Babylon as captives to learn his ways and serve him at his palace. One of the men captured was named Daniel. Daniel wasn't exactly a superhero. He was just a person like you and me, but he was put to a big test. As part of their training, the men who were captured were ordered to eat food from the king's table. This food was different than the food they normally ate to honor God. And Daniel and his 3 friends, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, believed the king's food would make them unclean. So Daniel asked an official for permission to eat something else. But the official was afraid that if Daniel and his friends didn't eat the king's food, they would become weak and unhealthy. But Daniel was determined to stay true to who he was and to honor God no matter what. So he convinced the guard to give him and his friends only vegetables and water for 10 days. And after the 10 days, Daniel and his friends looked stronger and healthier than everyone. After that, Daniel and his friends were allowed to eat the food they wanted. God gave these 4 men knowledge and understanding. They became some of the wisest men in the kingdom. It may not have been the best circumstance. Daniel and his friends had lost their homes. They'd lost their freedom. But with God's help, they kept their honesty and their integrity, and they stayed true to who God made them to be. The end.
What a cool story.
Yeah, even with all that pressure to be like everyone else, Daniel chose to be himself.
You find a lot of that in the Bible. Look at Jesus. It would have been really easy for Jesus to go along with the crowd, but instead, he only lived the way he knew was true, even if it meant giving his life up for you and me.
It's incredible. Thanks, Kellen.
Hey, see you next time, Kellen.
No problem, fellas. Bye.
Bye. John, you were right.
Whoa, you think I was right about something? Oh, do go on.
No, it's about the Society of Sincerely, Perpetually Peppy People. That's not me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
No, it's not, and I'm okay with that. I mean, it's great to be happy and peppy, but it's also good to have other emotions too. And I'd rather be myself than try to fit into some club.
That's awesome. Brandon, I am very proud of you.
Thank you, John.
I'm practically perpetually proud.
Okay.
I am positively pleased.
Okay, stop. Reveal the question. How do you want people to describe you?
That's interesting. How do I want people to describe me? What do I want to be known for? I want to be known as the life of the party, the guy who can, stick out his tongue and touch his nose.
And I want people to describe me as someone who's sometimes peppy, sometimes not, and that's okay. What about you? How do you want people to describe you?
Hey, look! I did it. I stuck out my tongue and I touched my nose.
Yeah, that's very, very
Okay.
talented. We'll see you next time on the So-and-So Show.
Yeah, bye! Please place the pleated pressed pants on the plain pressing plank.
A pack of pesky pixies. A pack of pesky pixies.
Frothy fructose. Frontogenesis.
That was
fructose.
September.
Mom makes mashed marmalade. Gum gets gooey. Gum gets gumptious. Gooey gumptious gum is gargantuanly gooey.
Okay.